The May 2025 Alaska PFD stimulus check is finally arriving, and there's some surprising news you won't want to miss. As seniors, this could be a game changer for your financial security. With the confirmed date in sight, it's time to get ready for a boost to your wallet that could make a big difference in your daily life. But there's more to this check than meets the eye. What's really behind this year's payout, and how can you make sure you get your share? Stay tuned to find out the full truth. If you're excited about this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more essential news, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about what this means for you. As we dive into the details of the May 2025 Alaska PFD stimulus check, you're probably wondering what makes this year's payout different from previous years. Well, there are several key elements that could surprise you, and trust me, these are things you'll want to know. Whether you've received the Permanent Fund Dividend (PFD) before or this will be your first time, understanding the ins and outs of this check is crucial for ensuring you get the most out of it. Now, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the PFD stimulus check, and why does it matter? The Alaska PFD is a yearly payment made to eligible Alaskan residents from the state's permanent fund, which is funded by oil revenues. This program has been around for decades, and over the years, it has provided thousands of Alaska residents with a financial cushion. For seniors, in particular, this check is not just a bonus. It can be a vital part of their retirement savings or a much-needed supplement to their fixed income. But here's the surprising twist. The May 2025 payment is shaping up to be unlike any other. While the PFD has traditionally been a source of comfort, this year, there are a few changes that could impact how much you receive and when you get it. The confirmed date of the check's arrival is already stirring up excitement. However, it's not just the date that's got people talking. It's what comes after, the way the payout will be processed and distributed. First off, let's talk about the amount. In years past, the PFD amount has fluctuated based on the performance of Alaska's permanent fund. In some years, the payout has been a generous $2,000 or more, while other years have seen the amount dip lower due to market conditions and economic pressures. But 2025 is expected to be a record-setting year, and if you're a senior relying on this money, the anticipation surrounding this check is definitely understandable. There's a buzz in the air about how the state has been working to increase the PFD amount this year, thanks to higher-than-expected returns from the permanent fund. This means that the May 2025 payout could be higher than usual, potentially giving seniors a larger cushion for healthcare costs, home repairs, or simply enjoying their retirement. The idea of a larger payout, especially in the wake of recent financial challenges faced by many, is a welcome relief for many Alaska seniors who have been hit hard by inflation and rising living costs. But with higher payouts come questions about eligibility. This year, as in the past, there will be specific requirements you must meet to qualify for the PFD. For seniors, this typically means being a resident of Alaska for a certain amount of time, having filed for the PFD in previous years, and ensuring you meet any income or residency criteria set by the state. While the application process has generally been straightforward, it's crucial to keep an eye on any changes that may affect you this time around. If you've moved in and out of Alaska in the past or haven't applied in a while, now's the time to make sure you're on track to receive your payout. One of the more interesting aspects of the May 2025 PFD stimulus check is the process by which it will be distributed. Traditionally, the PFD check has been mailed out or directly deposited into bank accounts, depending on how you set up your preferences. However, this year, there's been a push to streamline the process, making it easier for recipients to receive their checks faster and more securely. In addition, for seniors who may not be as tech-savvy or who prefer more traditional methods of receiving payments, the state has ensured that the process remains accessible to all residents. If you're someone who hasn't updated their payment information in years, this might be a good time to check in with the Alaska Department of Revenue to make sure everything is up to date. With the rise in digital payments and the convenience of direct deposit, it's clear that Alaska is working to ensure that payments are delivered more efficiently, which is great news for seniors who rely on this check to cover monthly expenses. But as you're preparing for the May 2025 check, it's also important to understand how this check fits into the broader picture of your financial situation. The PFD is often seen as a windfall, something extra to spend on a vacation, a special treat, or perhaps to save for a rainy day. However, for many seniors, it can also play an essential role in managing their day-to-day costs. With the cost of healthcare rising and many seniors on fixed incomes, every bit counts, and this year's larger-than-expected payout could provide some much-needed relief. If you're wondering how best to use this money, consider making it part of a larger financial plan. Whether you're looking to pay down debt, boost your emergency savings, or simply give yourself a bit of a cushion, this stimulus check can be a great tool. However, it's important to use it wisely. Don't forget to consider any upcoming expenses, such as medical bills or home repairs, that could take a chunk out of your finances in the near future. After all, the PFD is meant to help Alaskans secure a comfortable life, but it's important to be strategic in how you allocate the funds. For seniors who are struggling financially, this year's PFD may be especially helpful. Many Alaskans faced hardships during the pandemic and beyond, with rising costs and economic uncertainties impacting their financial stability. If you're someone who needs help managing your finances, consider reaching out to a financial advisor or looking into local resources available to seniors in Alaska. Many communities offer programs that can help seniors stretch their budgets, and having a comprehensive plan for how to use your PFD check will make a significant difference. Moreover, if you're in a situation where you're caring for family members or have additional financial responsibilities, the May 2025 PFD check could serve as an important resource for easing that burden. Whether it's helping with college tuition for grandchildren or covering medical expenses for a spouse, this check can play a critical role in supporting both your immediate and long-term financial needs. Now, let's talk about the most anticipated part, the surprising truth about the PFD this year. While we've covered the general aspects of the payout and eligibility, what really makes 2025's check special is the potential for extra bonuses or additional payments that might be tied to the PFD. In years past, there have been additional programs that benefit Alaska residents, including cash incentives for specific groups, such as those in need of medical care or housing assistance. It's possible that the state of Alaska will use this year's PFD as an opportunity to offer even more assistance, especially with the focus on helping seniors who have been financially struggling. With the government's commitment to providing more support to its residents, seniors may find themselves not only receiving a larger PFD, but also qualifying for additional resources that can help further ease the burden of living costs. If you haven't already, be sure to keep an eye on announcements from the state regarding any supplementary programs that may be available alongside your PFD check. As the confirmed May 2025 date approaches, it's also important to understand the economic context behind a PFD. The state's financial health has been closely tied to oil revenues, and with fluctuations in the global oil market, there's often uncertainty about how much money will be available for dividends. However, the outlook for this year has been positive, which is why the Alaska Department of Revenue is able to provide a higher than usual payout. This is great news for everyone, especially seniors who rely on these funds for their financial security. In conclusion, the May 2025 Alaska PFD stimulus check is more than just a nice bonus. It represents an important lifeline for seniors who need financial support in their retirement years. With a higher payout expected and a streamlined distribution process, this year's check promises to bring some welcome relief. However, it's crucial to stay informed about eligibility requirements and the latest updates regarding the check's arrival. Be proactive in checking your payment options and making sure all your information is up to date to ensure you receive your payout without delay. Whether you're using the check to pay bills, save for future needs, or invest in something special, remember that this is an opportunity to make a real difference in your financial well-being. If this information has helped you prepare for the May 2025 PFD, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel for more updates, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know how you plan to use your PFD check and what you're most excited about this year.